What's going on, guys? How you doing? In case you haven't heard, Pokimane is left Twitch for kick. Nah, yeah, she's actually on YouTube now, and of course, it wouldn't be Pokimane if she didn't bring some kind of controversy with her. So for those of you who don't know, Pokimane is like one of the biggest streamers on Twitch for years and years and years and years. She's pretty much been there when the platform started, with many a controversies.
Nice car.
And dumb takes. Listen. She has valid points, but a lot of shit she does is dumb, and I don't think it's for clout. But before the tier 3 subs start rolling in, fuck you and you lost all your channel points. Get fucked. I found this article here that accurately kind of says the whole situation and what's going on. And I'm going to say what I think this is for the climate and all that kind of stuff. So, Pokimane leaves Twitch due to rise in manosphere, red pill bullshit. I'm free as a bird. So, Pokimane announced she's leaving Twitch earlier this week and has taken to her podcast to explain why. In short, her exclusivity deal with the Amazon-owned streaming platform came to an end, and Pokimane decided not to renew the contract, the end of an era, which I do agree with. She's been on there forever. Twitch has been my home for a decade. It's time to say thank you for all the memories and love during my League, Fortnite, and Among Us days. It means Twitch, a platform derided for its lack of diversity, has just lost one of its most popular and high-profile female streamers, and on her podcast, she detailed her concerns. Pokimane firstly noted that Twitch no longer signs exclusivity deals like it used to, meaning she has more room for growth if she no longer streams exclusively on the platform. She is grateful, though, for the contract she had with Twitch. So it seems like she might, based off the way this is worded, she might give multi-streaming a try. I mean, she's probably, right now, as I'm talking, she's streaming on YouTube, so I guess she's going to try that out. But to be fair, a lot of YouTubers that actually switched from Twitch to YouTube are doing way better now. It's insane. Like, literally doubling numbers. Further, she lamented the male-dominated community, saying Twitch has regressed a lot, especially with the rise of so much manosphere red pill bullshit. I feel like that stuff has flourished within the male-dominated live streaming sphere, which I do agree with. I'm not pointing this more so at the men who just like to disrespect women on the internet, because I think that's obvious that that's like always been a thing, but I feel like it's gotten worse, and also Twitch has allowed a lot more adult content. So I wouldn't be surprised in the next 2 years, Twitch has a specific adult section, because they're constantly getting shit for, put it this way, this used to be a gaming website, right? And then you had gaming, then you had RL streaming, and then, you know, people are like chess and this and that, so people are like kind of putting their interest in it. But now there's a lot of big streamers right now that have OnlyFans and they're like pushing that content. And listen, I'm not against adult work by any means, although I think there is a place for everything. And unfortunately, like hot tub streams, bangers, right? Fucking all this controversy with women showing their bodies, and you know, you could show this, but you can't show that, and now you can't show any of this, but now you can show this, now you can show hentai, now you can do that. Is a big fucking problem. So Twitch's rules, and I mean, it's nothing nobody's heard before, but Twitch's rules need to really be looked through. The fucking mods, a lot of like people in Twitch are just fairly simps, and it's been that way for years. Like, listen, I've been streaming for like 8-9 years. I'm 29. I started streaming at 18, 17. Did I stream? Nah, I gotta check that. So when I made this account is when, like, I started streaming literally next day. So about, it doesn't say how long I've had this account, really? 2014. So Jesus, it's been almost 10. Well, yesterday was 10 years I've been on the platform. That's actually fucking crazy. So, happy 10 years. So I've been streaming on Twitch for like on and off for 10 years. Not a big deal. Really not. Do it for fun. Hang out with some friends. Been doing it 10 years, so I could say I have seen what's been going on the platform. And over time, it's just been getting worse and worse. During the pandemic, there was so many people watching, streaming, and caring about games. There were so many more girls. There was much more diversity in a demographic, and I felt so much more seen and heard. I was like, wow, this is what I've always wanted for streaming. Now she's disappointed to see the community relish almost in this shit. It's hard for me to exist in an industry community and watch that shit happen and act like it's no big deal. To see it normalize, the kind of bigotry and shit spewing just so much is stuff that I frankly don't agree with. I would unfortunately have to agree. I'd say one thing about Pokimane, she's like extremely, sorry way to put it, she has hot takes, but she generally will stand by what she says unless she's blatantly wrong. So it's actually nice to see someone leaving the company for things that they don't agree with, right? And it just feels like I don't want to be that guy. I really don't. But a lot of the like new younger streamers are extremely disrespectful. They will do anything for clout. They'll disrespect women. They'll bring women on their show. They'll talk shit. Like it. Quite frankly, is I get it. It's what people want to watch. People like watching other people get hurt, like emotionally. But it's a two-sided thing. Like if you remember the dude about a month ago, if I remember correctly, the dude was sniffing this other streamer's underwear and this and that, and she was using him for clicks. So it does work both ways. But I can say it's a lot more prominent with disrespecting female streamers, especially with the anomalies, the being anonymous on Twitch, because there's no, I mean, every social media is anonymous, but it doesn't help that everybody's anonymous. Now, I'm not saying we need to check ID, but there's no way to hold someone accountable besides just banning their account. I mean, regardless, in any community, even this video, people will talk shit. You know, it's just the way the internet, you're putting yourself out there, it's just the way it goes. But every Pokimane controversy she's had, like since she's on a higher pedestal, she's going to be affected by more of it. And her going through it, she can sympathize with the others that feel that way. I don't think she would shit talk Twitch for no reason now. While she saw more appealing to men as the only way to become more successful, she said there's no point expressing your opinion to people that you're never going to change anyway. She also described Twitch as messy, citing recent examples like the sexual content and attire updates, and the company often backtracks on changes. She wished that Amazon would take a stronger lead in improving the infrastructure of the company. Agreed. As far as I can remember, please correct me in my comments if I'm wrong, but I do not remember Pokimane ever. She might use her face, but she's never used her body, and I could be wrong, let me know. But as far as I can tell, she's never used her body for clicks or this and that. She might say things or do things, but she never like, oh, hey, look at me. You know, so I'm really not a big Pokimane fan. But when you're looking at things like this, rationally, it does make sense as to why she would want to leave. And this is going to be a big hit for Twitch. Twitch's priority is making money. My priority is making a cool, safe environment and community for many, many people. I think there are a lot of problems that minorities on Twitch still face, and I wish they could do more about. I do think they try, and I appreciate that a tone. I really give them credit for that. But girl, it's 2024, and we still got so many of these damn problems. Now, though, she's free as a bird, aiming to stream. Yeah, every 2 months, there's another controversy with Twitch. It's just the climate of that platform. Because people just don't know how to not make everyone happy. Because no matter what choice you make, everyone's not going to be happy. But be able to make a majority happy or make a change that's understanding, right? Like, apparently there's, like, word in the grapevine now they're going to take out Twitch Prime. It's I stream on Twitch and YouTube, and over the course of the past 10 years I've streamed on and off. It doesn't Twitch, and I agree, Twitch does not feel the same anymore as it used to. It almost feels extremely corporate. Like, I don't know if you guys remember when YouTube started to put like Jimmy Kimmel and a bunch of talk show hosts on YouTube, and it still does feel very corporate, right? But Twitch is corporate, but with an agenda. So it's like, yeah, we care about minorities, and we'll push LGBT content and show minority creators, but then also dog them, right? So they do things for PR. They are literally the God, and if I ever want to get partnered on Twitch, it's gonna fuck me probably. But they are literally the meme of, this month is Gay Pride Month. Let's put the logo for the month and then change it. It genuinely feels like everything they do is a PR stunt. And I hate to say that, but it just, you can do things in a way where it doesn't feel like that. You could actually genuinely care. Like, as much as they push things, and again, this is my opinion, I could be wrong, it just doesn't feel genuine. I'm sorry, it doesn't. Like, I've been contemplating leaving Twitch for like 2-3 years now, but I don't have a big enough community. Like, a lot of people that watch me on Twitch do not watch my YouTube. It's not a reverse transition. If anything, some people that watch my YouTube go to my Twitch, right? So I would be screwing over the people that watch me if I switched. I'm not a big enough creator to where it's like, oh, bam, Bam. You want to do what's best by your community, and I get that. She admitted she will still be on Twitch sometimes and had a lot of love for the company. Twitch even responded to her social media announcement. You'll always have a home on Twitch. And that was before she said what she said on her podcast. But this sounds like she's going to want a multi-stream. However, she won't be streaming on Kick due to it being funded by online crypto gambling websites that are not legal. See, like, that's what I'm saying, where she will take a stance and do her absolute best to keep that stance. Because a lot of people are like, she's going to go to Kick. And everyone's like, she doesn't like gambling. Why would she go to Kick? Like, she would completely kill her image doing that. Pokimane leaving follows high-profile departures like Ludwig, Dr. Lupo, and Tim the Tabman. It's also the latest blow to the streaming platform after it laid off 500 employees, which I believe we did cover on this channel. Last week, it introduced an expansion to its program for improved revenue share for streamers. Yeah, so just to restate something I said in my last video that Twitch was even involved in, was I'm pretty sure a lot of streamers wouldn't mind taking a cut to keep the 500 employees. Like, if it's a minor cut, because streamers make a lot of money. A lot of the top streamers make tons of money. I'm sure they wouldn't mind a little bit of a cut to keep those employees. But yeah, so I know I've already said a lot in this video, and I did ramble a little bit, but what does this mean for Twitch moving forward? So it feels like every 4 or 5 months, some big streamer is like, you know what? I'm out. And these are all people on the inside. Like, these are people that talk to Twitch. They're not like customer service. They literally talk to the people at Twitch. And they're still like, listen, I gotta go. This doesn't seem right. There's a lot of issues. Kick's offering me a lot of money. YouTube just allows me to be more flexible. Like, you're not stuck to a strict schedule. You can kind of do the other things you want. You can still stream on YouTube. You have someone like Moist Critical who does both, which works for him because he has a Twitch community and a YouTube community. Like, it's a very, very interesting situation. But as it goes on, it seems more and more like YouTube is going to be the way to go. So if you are actually planning on streaming, my 10-year advice of being a 10-viewer Andy for 8 years, besides when I blew up in Undertale, would probably be to start transitioning to YouTube. The only issue is if YouTube can bring up their social game when it comes to like viewer to streamer kind of interaction. Like, Twitch is very good for their community. Twitch is a staple. You could go to any stream, put like a kappa, this, that, and it's immediately, there's already a culture there. YouTube doesn't have much of a culture. It still feels like a video website. If they made their own branch, which I'm sure is going to happen, because although YouTube does take a while to make its changes, I think they're working on something, because we haven't heard much in a while. Yeah, but it's just not looking good for Twitch. Really not. All right, that's my opinion on this whole thing. I think I've rambled long enough, so let me know what you guys think in the comments. I do not want anyone saying I'm a Pokimane stan. I am far from a stan. She blocked me on Twitter, but I can appreciate a rational conversation. And something that obviously took a lot of time to think about and make the move. All right, see ya.